Patience is a virtue. The thing controller held a letter in his hand. 6 little engines watched him anxiously. He asked Garlowy, cried the engines excitedly. The thing controller held his ears. He laughed, said Sir Handel happily. A few days later, Duke was taken to the works. Sir Handel's excitement grew. He said to anyone who would listen. His driver laughed. The weeks passed, and still Duke didn't come back. Sir Handel became more and more impatient. One day, he was waiting at the bottom station when Gordon arrived. Sir Handel told him importantly, said Gordon. Sir Handel boasted to the others. They were amused, but not impressed. Summer came, and crowds of visitors came to the railway. Sometimes extra coaches were needed to carry them all. One day, Sir Handel's train was fuller than ever. When he reached the top station, he was exhausted. An enormous crowd of people was waiting on the platform for the last train home. Said the fireman. But at the station near the waterfall, the platform was full too. Exclaimed the guard, scratching his head. The passengers had enjoyed their day in the hills and didn't mind standing. They knew it would be only for a short while. The guard always kept tickets at the station by the waterfall. Today it was a long job, and before he had even half finished, Sir Handel was growing impatient. He fumed, said his driver. At last the guard was ready. He blew his whistle, waved his green flag, and turned towards Beatrice. Sir Handel snorted impatiently. Quickly, the train began to move. The guard tried to get into Beatrice, but her doorway was blocked by passengers. By the time they had moved to let him in, the train was out of the station and the guard was left standing on the platform. Beatrice tried to stop, but there was no one to put her brakes on. The guard blew his whistle and waved a red flag, but the line curved and Sir Handel couldn't see or hear him. Luckily, a passenger in Beatrice knew what to do. He pressed a button and the buzzer sounded in Sir Handel's cab. His driver braked hard. He asked the fireman. They had, of course. They soon discovered who. Passengers helped the guard into Beatrice, and after a fast run, the train reached the terminus at the same time as Henry. Sir Handel stopped with a sigh of relief. The guard came to see him, said Sir Handel nervously. Agreed the guard. Promised Sir Handel sadly.